Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Today I have a beer from a brewery that I haven't done any reviews for yet. It's Listermann Brewing out of Cincinnati, Ohio. This beer is called, I guess that's the name of the series. It's called Just a Beer, which I appreciate. I guess it's a single hopped IPA series, Mosaic. This is 6.8%. It says New England IPA brewed with Mosaic, Mosaic, and more Mosaic. And I think the only thing that I've had from these guys was a collaboration that they did with somebody else. I think they do the Chicao, which is one at Fobab before. So I've had that, but I haven't had any. I don't think I've had anything else besides that from these guys. So kind of excited to see how their hoppy offerings are. Let's crack this open and see what we got. And I promise you, I did not coordinate this wearing a purple shirt with a purple can. It just happened that way. But as you can see, it pours a. It's really hazy, definitely like orange juice, but it's a little lighter than most. It's I would say a golden color. It's not really approaching orange, with a white head that faded pretty quickly. Ooh, that smells nice. It's funny. I go back and forth between if I like the single hopped IPAs more, or if I like the blended ones more. I mean, I guess the blended ones have more complexity overall, but I also like the single hop ones sometimes because you get to really appreciate what an individual strain of hop tastes like. And what I'm getting from this is definitely more of like the clean notes that I generally get from Mosaic. Not as much of that like sweat soppy character, but more of just like an overripened pineapple. Very like a little. There is some more like orangey and like peach tropical notes to it. There's really not any dank character at all. Man, that's good. That's really good. So, what I love about this, and the only thing I say is like I get a little bit of heft on the tongue with the alcohol, I think, but just the body is incredibly light. It's not watery, but it's not like pillowy or soft either. But it's pretty light, so I would actually probably guess this was a pale ale, and I'm not saying there's really a difference between pale and IPA other than what I would generally consider alcohol. Because this is 6.8. I would guess this was more like 5 to 5.5. Just because the body's so light. But it's very, very fresh, pungent Mosaic up front. And then it finishes with this very nice bready, malty character that, you know, it makes you remember that you're still freaking drinking beer and not just orange juice. Not that it's necessarily orangey, but in general, it's something that's juicy. It kind of reminds me of some of the Fanta hoppy stuff, because their stuff is always like super fresh up front, but it's not flushed with hops all the way through. It has a true malt backbone, but it's not like caramel malt either. It's just this nice, light, bready character, which is definitely in this guy. I could drink the hell out of this. This is really nice. Honestly, in a somewhat lower alcohol single hopped IPA, I don't know that I would want anything more in this. I think this is almost perfect. Uh, I, when you're struggling to throw something out there that's negative about a beer versus struggling to throw something out there that's extra positive, that's a really big compliment to the beer. And even that hot burp I just had was super fresh Mosaic hops. I don't know how old this is. I got it in the mail this week, so the guy's from Ohio, so that's not too far from me. I'm guessing it's got to be 2 weeks or less. This is super, super fresh. But I to me, like that's the optimal hoppy beer. Is the hop character that it has is super, super fresh tasting, but it's not completely flush with hops. It still has like a nice grain bill underneath it. And again, that's why these guys are so good, because they're like that. Honestly, if you told me this is a Brew Gentleman beer, I would absolutely believe it. I think this is great. Like I said, it's not as soft as some of these other ones, but I think some of those, the reason they're like that is because of the added lactose and stuff. And this definitely, I mean, I assume there's no lactose in this because I think, to me, it probably actually seems sweeter than it really is because the juice is so big. But when I really taste it, it's not that sweet. But it's not real dry either. It's a really nice balance. Yeah, I honestly don't know if there's anything else to say about this guy. It's really, really, really nice. I don't want to say I'm blown away by it because it's like the best IPA I've ever had. It's not quite to that level. But for not ever having anything from these guys hop-wise and having no idea what to expect, I'm really, really surprised by this. And that's also saying a lot because I've been reviewing a ton of IPAs lately. So you would think that I'd be getting tired of them and giving them shitty scores, but this one really feels like a diamond in the rough of stuff I've had lately. So yeah, I don't know what else I can say about this guy. So I think it's pretty obvious on my list of buy, drink, dump. This is absolutely buy. I would definitely even trade for this. I might try to get some more of it if it's still super fresh. Super easy drinking. I like the fact that it's under 7% too. That's great. You can drink a 4-pack and not feel pretty drunk. So yeah, it's a really great beer. And I have one more IPA from these guys that this person sent me, so I'm really actually looking forward to drinking that one too. So anyways, that's all I got on this guy. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.